Hey dolly lovers, and welcome back to my channel. By popular request, I am going to be giving you guys a tour of the downtown area that I created for my Barbie town and for my photo stories. I receive a lot of requests on several videos to show this to you guys after I mentioned it, and then I also received some requests off of Instagram to give a little more detailed video, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do in this video. First off, I want to go ahead and give you guys a quick overview of how I set it up and where I set it up. Everything is collapsible, so it can be placed on a storage shelf, but I mainly just put it in the middle of my living room, and then I get down low and take the pictures so you cannot see any of my living room in the background. So perspective is everything, because up here, not so good. But if you take it down, it actually looks like you're in a town. So let's go ahead and get started with kind of the construction of it and then the buildings. Y'all are already familiar with the Notebook Cafe, but this is where I'm going to stop first. I do apologize for the lighting. It's really hard to get in all of the crevices without my smaller lamps. But the Notebook Cafe is the only real building that the Dauhls can interact with in my photo stories. I created this about 2 years ago. All of those bricks on the wall are made with foam core board, sand, paint, glue. It was an entire process. But yeah, that's the Notebook Cafe. I have a video that gives a more detailed tour of it, and I'll link that video below in the description box. All of these buildings were made out of foam core board. I made these faux bricks this time out of corkboard that I just cut into rectangles, pasted them onto the building, and then painted over them. But this is the post office. And as I'm doing this tour, I guess I can just go ahead and tell you guys the plans that I have, because it's definitely not finished. For the post office, I do know I want to make an awning to go up there and just kind of hang over, blue and white stripe, something really simple and easy. The signs that you see right here and right here were made from pictures that I just printed off at my local Walmart, mounted them onto some foam core board, and then framed them with some coffee stirrer sticks. Now, no post office is complete without a post office box, and this is a bank that I found on eBay. I just, regular piggy bank. It actually opens and closes. It did not come with a key, so if I stick something in there, it's basically just in there. And then this is just a fake building that I created to give this a little bit more dimension and kind of hide that open spot, so when I take pictures in the post office box, it's kind of disguised. Now, these lamps are Christmas lamps that I found at Hobby Lobby, and they actually do light up, and I really like them because if I'm doing like a night faux scene, it really brings some type of ambience. If you notice, I have like a lot of cracks in between the buildings right here and then right there where they connect, and I just like to disguise those with some plants. That was a plant I found at the Target dollar spot forever ago, and these were some trees that I picked up at Target that were discounted around Christmas time for $2.50. Now we're moving on over to these buildings. None of these buildings are 100% finished. Like this one has an awning over it right there. I need to make one for that one and that one as well. The premise behind this blue building is it was supposed to be like a general store. I call it Miss Wong's Haberdashery, and I have these really nice wooden signs that I'm going to hang at an angle right there, kind of like old-timey. If you went to like an old downtown area, it's in my mind. If I can find a picture on Google, I'll insert it. But yeah, everything was made out of foam core board, and this one I ran out of foam core board, so it's made out of a cup of noodles box. But I like for the buildings to have a lot of dimension, a lot of texture, a lot of different materials. So you'll see that the boards are made out, or the doors are made out of popsicle sticks. I use real little brass handles I find in the scrapbook section at Hobby Lobby. And I try to make each of the buildings shaped differently, just again to give it dimension. All of the pictures that I use in the window were pictures that I found on Google. I Googled what store that I was looking for, and I printed the pictures out. Created a little faux window, and voila, you have the inside of different stores. Now this thing, super excited about this. This was inspired by my Froggy Stuff and Mitten State Dolls. She's located on Instagram. They were creating free little libraries for their little downtowns for their photos. And when I saw it, I knew that I had to do something for mine. So I had this old bookshelf, like it was a mini shelf that I found at Michael's forever ago, shaped like a dollhouse, and I just framed it out, created a door, and voila, I have a free little library. It's not complete. It's actually not. It's falling apart. I have to glue it back together, but it is my goal to create another shelf to go in there so the books can stack up. But once again, I like a lot of dimension, so I added one of those brass scrapbook handles. I mounted it onto a 1/2 inch thick wooden dowel, and then I bought some, I don't even know what you call these things. I call them like fake logs, but they were at the Dollar Tree, to give it a base so that way it could stand on its own. And then I accentuated it with fake flowers, fake rocks. Everything was found at the Dollar Tree, even the little fake bushes behind it. But yeah, as you can see, my little handle just boop, behind the scenes shot. Now this one, I made a little window box, and I was supposed to do it for all of the stores, but this one needed it really bad because I cut the picture that was supposed to go in the window a little too short. So I hid it with this box. It is removable, and I can replace the flowers in the inside depending on the season. And as you can tell, I have not replaced these since Christmas. But see, picture too short. Solution, create a box that has some cut paper clips. My brain went blank. And then that way I can hang it in the window to cover up my mistakes. Now the sidewalk I created a while ago, and I'm really actually thinking about redoing it. It's just foam cord board cut into the length and the width that I needed for the sidewalks. I put popsicle sticks on it, and to hide the edges of the foam cord board, which I got lazy and didn't do right there, I just bought a pack of wooden dolls, and that's what you see all the way around. But yeah guys, this video is really short and really quick. I'm going to go ahead and add in the middle part of my downtown area so you can kind of see the idea and the thought behind that, and I'll be right back. Now this downtown area, I call it the Boardwalk, and no town center meeting place square is complete without a place for the old ladies to sit and gossip. So this is exactly what I created for the Boardwalk. This seating area is just sitting on a piece of, they call it like pallet wood, frame pallet wood art. You can paint on it. It's really popular in farmhouse decor. So I just decided to use it as the sitting place for the Boardwalk area. I created a farmer market stand. Again, this was an old craft over a year ago. And in the summer, it's my plan to put fruits and vegetables on there that, you know, the little citizens of my town can buy, and then change it out as the seasons change. So like Halloween, it would have pumpkins in it, and I have all these cute little miniature items to stick up there, and when I take pictures, I never remember. Now these chairs were an amazing find at Michael's. When I was driving through Georgia, I stop at Michael's all the time, and this was in their spring section. They are actual metal chairs, and I think they were about $3 to $4 each after there was a discount in the store. And so I picked up 2, which I should have actually got 4 because they came in 4 different colors, but I didn't think that I would like them as much as I did. And I wasn't sure if it was in scale because I usually like to take a Barbie with me if I'm going shopping for 1/6 miniatures. And I didn't. So I just picked up 2 just in case because I would have no way of returning them, and now I'm regretting doing that. And then I just have this fake bush that I picked up, a Hobby Lobby, just again to give it a little dimension. But yeah, this is the Boardwalk area. This is where most of the drama happens when more than one person in my little doll city meet up or accidentally, let's use air quotes, bump into each other. And this is just a sign that I created to welcome everyone to Dolly City. A lot of people pronounce it Dolly City, but you know, I'm always extra, so it's Dolly City. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video, as soon as I upload a video. If you're not following me on Instagram, you can do that at the Dauhl House. I post on there almost daily, and I'm very interactive in the comments. And until next time, much love.